It's a new week, and of course, before beginning the week, we need to have our breakdown and our analysis on our various pairs that we will be looking at to know what price is doing and our anticipations. Here we have an empty chart of the dollar index. You can see price has been accumulating, went to premium, took out liquidity on this high, and later broke down to discount with this range of candles, creating a break of structure here, and you see price covering with the body. So far, price has taken out external range liquidity at this monthly low, and because he has taken out external range liquidity, we'll be looking at price heading for internal range liquidity before any other moves. And what is the closest level of internal range liquidity that we can find on this chart? It's this range here, this fair value gap. If we have to drop down to the weekly chart, we have to understand what price has to do before price has to get here. If price has to get here, we can note that price has bought after taking out that monthly low into this weekly fair value gap, and it also has this weekly low here that it took out before buying into this fair value gap. If price has to sell, we'll be using this range to sell back for more external range liquidity down here. But in the case that price breaks this high here, that will create a shift. You'll be creating this to become a weekly order block, and we'll be seeing price buying till this high right here. If you drop down to the daily chart, you can see that here price inside of this weekly fair value gap, price also has some of these other gaps here that he has created, and this bearish order block that price could use to sell to the downside if it has to sell. But in the scenario that price breaks this high, we'll be having bullish pricing on the XY till potentially this fair value gap on the monthly chart right here. That is our point of view on GXY. And we'll be looking at our next pairs, that is Euro USD. The next pair that we'll look at should be Euro USD. Here we also have Euro USD on the monthly chart, simply the opposite of the XY. Price also took out sell side here and it has broken this high. We see the same thing occurring. And so far we have price, it could enter deep into the range before any moves could go back to the buy side. As well, it could sell and go deep into this monthly fair value gap right here to take out liquidity below the monthly candle here. If we drop down to our weekly chart, we also have price inside of this weekly fair value gap here that price could use to rally back for more external range above this high. In the scenario that price should fail to take out this high here, price will have to print another candle and engulf this bullish fair value gap which we have here to break this low. But until then, we still have looks of price probably using this fair value gap for more external range pricing. If we drop down to the daily chart, you see Euro USD has sold little by little and it's inside of this day fair value gaps right here. It has even taken out liquidity here. If Monday could open with engulfment, with bullishness, give a sign of price potentially going for buy side liquidity above here. And that will be also in a scenario of TXY using the bearish fair value gap that we mentioned on our previous pair. So we just have a lot of options. We could still have buys coming up next week, and we will have sales. Then we'll have having sales. Where will we be selling to? So we'll be looking at prices reaction until the rejection comes. We still have a short opportunity for bullishness to potentially this high here. Just like Euro USD and GXY, we have GBP USD moving to the downside slightly, with potential of it heading to our monthly fair value gap here. So this could be our drawn liquidity, right here. So we can drop down to the weekly time frame and speak what that low is on the weekly. So far, we see price using this weekly fair value gap and it broke out of this range. Now here, there's no really a major PT array that we can see price using. Price could use this low if it took out this low and it rejected to buy. But instead, we see price breaks here with volume and there's a high probability of us seeing price also breaking this low here with volume till it gets to this low right here. So while looking on the daily chart, we have this bullish order block as our last level of support that price could use to buy higher. But if price breaks down below this low, they will have price probably heading to this fair value gap down here on the monthly chart. So that's all guys for GU, EU and GXY. We'll be looking at gold now. Gold is still at this area of the range. Last week it was at equilibrium and it created what looks like a shift in market structure and a fair value gap here, which was a call for the sell into the fair value gap and discount, then the buy, which finally hit external range here. Gold could buy till this high here. It's having probability of it reaching this high here. And as well, it could go down till this low because it is at equilibrium. But the probability of us seeing buys seems a little higher because of the structure that price did here. Price could just pull back slightly and be printing bullish candles higher and higher. But in a scenario that we have gold rejecting from this high, as you can see, price hasn't broken above this high. It has closed back inside of the range. If the next candlestick maybe pushes lower and shows bearish trend, we'll have gold selling lower. But until then, I'm still having some anticipations of gold running for higher prices, maybe from this low inside this fair value gap till this high here. So that's what we'll be seeing from gold in the coming week. I hope this breakdown serves everybody well. I wish you good luck and good trading.